Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for another Bayview review. Today we're going to be talking about Red. But before I get into my review, I wanted to take time to thank Bayview Entertainment for sending the screener for me to check out for you guys. They have an awesome company. They definitely have a massive catalog and pretty much something to fit every taste. I'm going to put the links to their official website, their YouTube channel, and their Facebook page in the description box below. Definitely check them out. Red is a 2020 film, which runs approximately 92 minutes, and is written and directed by Don Jernigal. He was responsible for Sin, Happies, and The Last Regret. Now this stars Robin Cusimano as Dr. Cusimano. She was in Love Struck Sick, Brothers on the Rocks, and One Short. Kyle Faith as Tina Adams. She was in The Last Regret, Love Struck Sick, and One Short. And Destiny Gordon as Tiffany Perdidas. She was in One Short. Okay, the budget on this film is $7,000. And the opening on this movie lasts for approximately 25 minutes, which kind of threw me off in a way because we're really not used to having that big of an opening. Now this tells the story of Tommy. Well, let me start somewhere else. This is about Ludlow Falls, which I actually looked up, and it's in Ohio. And apparently there has been a sighting of something with red eyes that is killing the men and entrancing the women and taking them away, like leading them away. But what the story is really about is Tommy. This goes on to say that Tommy was born, I think his parents were killed, so he was an orphan. He went to the orphanages. He went to one of the worst ones where they treated him really badly and bullied him constantly, until he finally found someone who was sympathetic to him, someone who has demonic powers, which helped him get back at all the people that had hurt him in his life. And it basically has sightings of him killing the men and leading the women away. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. There was a lot more to this film, but it is done very sporadically. And it's done almost mockumentary style, meets MTV music videos. It's really weird. I described it as a director that has ADHD. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but it just kind of flips from one thing to one thing to one thing to one thing. It's just like kind of all over the place. The story is really all over the place. Now I'm going to describe the killer for you guys, and I got a kick out of this. And what you're looking at, actually on the front of it, what you're looking at is a big guy who is basically dressed like Michael Myers, who has a burlap sack on his head like Jason Voorhees, and is carrying a rope like Charlie from the Gallows. So as my friend Joe the Horror Man said when I described it to him, they really went for it, because they did. And he has red glowing eyes. Maybe Suspiria thrown in there, maybe Amityville Horror, I don't know. But like I said, this is done very mockumentary style, and is shot like a music video almost. Now, the direction and the writing, I feel is competent, but I do feel that since this was developed from a short, it's kind of all over the place. But I will say, it's not all serious. And they had this reoccurring television short called The Poltergeist, which were two guys who were ghost hunters who did their own like YouTube live stream. and they were hysterically funny. I really enjoyed the sections with them because it's just so absurd. A lot of the film takes place on the airwaves from radio to television. And I think that the director, I mean, I could be wrong about this, but it kind of seemed like the director was pointing out how stupid the human race has gotten. Everything from saying stupid things about racism, stupid things about molestation. It's just like, it's the kind of stuff you hear every day of people who really have no brain that shouldn't be talking in the first place. Just a little earlier than I would have thought. Maybe I'm wrong, like I said, but this really kind of, from what I took away from it, he was basically saying how stupid we all are. And I could definitely identify with what he was trying to say, but I do think that the story could have been a little bit more on the linear side. It didn't really tell a complete story. It kept jumping around from thing to thing, and it was very distracting. But I will say, the writing was spot on, and the guy definitely knows how to work a camera. So this definitely had potential, but like I said, it was developed from a short, and I have a feeling, I could be wrong about it, but the opening 25 minutes, I think, might have been the original short, and they just went on from there. Like I said, I could be wrong, but that's kind of what the vibe it gave me when I was watching it. This was a pretty cool mockumentary. I like the slasher aspect of it. Am I going to watch it again? I don't know, maybe somewhere along down the line. But like I said, it was just almost like you were trying to focus on too many things at one time, and the story became muddled. But like I said, all in all, it wasn't bad if you can get through that. If you can get through all the different ideas coming at you at one time without sticking to a linear story. So, yeah. Another special thank you to Bayview, and if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.